guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 49 of the Glasgow Rangers Save. You join us here, it's a new day, it is the new season, the start of the 2021 season, where again we'll look to try and dominate Scottish football by winning the league again, by hopefully winning the League Cup, winning the Scottish Cup, and for once hopefully actually, making a dent on Europe, getting through the groups and hopefully getting to the last 16 of the Champions League. Today's episode we'll have the trip to Tannadice coming up, but of course we've got to round up everything that's happened in terms of transfers. Also point out I've taken the Scotland job. I don't know if we'll maybe play any of the matches, I'll probably just highlight what's happened with Scotland. Knowing my luck, I'll probably end up just resigning at one point because it'll be just getting in the way. But as far as I'm aware, we'll try and maybe even win a World Cup with Scotland as well. But it's Rangers focus here. We'll go straight into who we've signed over the course of the summer. With me is always a lot of ins and outs. We've signed Alan Juric from, was it Hajduk Split I believe. I like the look of him, like the determination wasn't great, but I just felt he had a decent first touch. There was a few good physical attributes that I thought, there could be a wee player here. And if we just worked on the likes of his passing, his technique, then it could be somebody that could have a decent future in the game. You just see with the coach report, 3.5 star, that's decent. Don't get me wrong, it's not great, but it could take him to the level of a Ryan Jack or just under Herrera. So I thought, it could be somebody, I don't know, with the right development, could turn into a decent wee player. Next up, you've heard of him, Moy Gomez, £2.6 million. We brought him from Sevilla. We all know turns out very well, hasn't really developed much in this one, but we'll give him an opportunity. We'll give him a chance to really shine in the SPL, and hopefully he's one player we can develop on and make good money from. And if we can get good years out of him between 25 and 27, I'll be delighted with him. But, only 2.5 star, not as good as the other guys we've got, but again, somebody we can kind of rotate, and we're always going to have quality, and we could maybe even look for the perfect season. Now, if you've read this, if you've watched this from Passion for FM and you've seen the wee bio where it says bringing youngsters to try and give them a spotlight, you wonder why Gary Cahill? Well, look at those mentals. Surely those mentals are going to rub off onto one of the good young talents coming through and really just helping them progress in the game. That, I felt we need a bit of experience, I think defensively. That might be a little bit of experience kind of lacked in our team. And I feel bringing him in could help that and certainly will help some of the youngsters. So Gary Cahill, no idea why he's a DAC/AMC. God knows what Chelsea's done, but he's just in on loan this season just to kind of strengthen the numbers at the back and add some experience. Which is also why Gary Medell again, for the mentals, great tackling, good marking. Worried maybe about the heading and the height, but I just feel that little bit of experience just to, help us through those European games where I thought we kind of struggled. And, we can use him DM, right back, centre back, central mid. He's versatile and it's a player I think can really strengthen the spine of the team. João Mario, somehow they got him loan. He's only 5k a week, but he was off 13 million again. A lot of good mental stats, I think, technically. I was impressed by the passing, the technique and the first touch. Physically he's okay, but I feel it's another body we can bring in, again give us strength and numbers, and with 31 caps for Portugal, it was a no-brainer when he was available, so he's in. Adrian Gooden, a wonder kid from Chelsea, because it's Isaiah Brown's last year's contract, either we're going to sign him or we'll never get him back again, so I thought it was best we can establish another wonder kid or good young player from Chelsea. So this time we went with Adrian Gooden. He's got a lot of good attributes there, like the dribbling, the finishing's good, there's a lot of good mentals for somebody at 20, pacey, good agility, he's fit with good stamina. I just feel, with a low wage and if we don't get Brown back, it's another young striker we can establish a connection with, and hopefully he can be one for the future as well, and bring him in. As you know, Lucas Anderson is in from Ajax, got values up to 9.25 already. I just feel, again, technically great, mentals, hopefully we can get a bit out of him, but for somebody with Stolen Bosman, valued at 9.25, we can make money on him pretty instantly. Same again with Florian Thauvin, who goes up to 13.25 million. At 27, we will only get 3-4 years out of him, but again, at that value, we could maybe make 10 million off him, and again, that's great for a player, at that age. I think, although he is a winger, we probably will play him as a 10, but it gives us options again to change to a back 4 and then play wingers as well. Again, with him, great technique, the dribbling's good, first touch, crossing's not too bad either, decent long shots, and a good bit of determination and flair. So again, another exciting prospect here for the next couple of seasons. And with all these great free-flowing players need some anchored midfield, and that man is Sven Bender. Mental's again fantastic, he's fit, great stamina, he can mark and tackle, that's literally just Sven Bender's job. Kick people, get the ball, play it away, mark people, that's the Sven Bender role, and he'll do at least another 2-3 seasons. Adriano Pedrosa is just a young 17-year-old. He'll get into the under-20s to develop. Good determination, good work rate means he's going to really work hard and hopefully find his potential. I mean, with tackling at 13, passing 15, I feel it could be a nice wee anchor man. It's just a case of working up on the strength side of things and a few physicals, but he could be a tidy little player. For right back, we've brought in Dortmund's Felix Passlack. I've seen him turn into an absolute wonder kid in this. I feel he's not really had much game time, but we can rotate between him and Oslak. That'll give us two cracking right backs and good strength in numbers, so very happy with that, and we'll go with both of them. Philip Umar, again a youngster, he's out and loan at Oladense. Again, there's a little bit of potential there with good passing at the age of 20. He was highly recommended. I think his potential level was 3.5 star. So we'll give him an opportunity, if not then we'll look to punt him on. Jorge Zakore was transferred for Chelsea, again just to strengthen the defence. We've already bought Cahill in, I thought, you know what, let's just bring in Zakore as well. He always turns out pretty decent in FM. At 27, it's a decent, we'll get a decent year out of him on loan. Now just kind of strengthen the spine of the defence. And when somebody keeps scoring against you, just sign him. So brought in Jason Cummings. He seems to score all the time against us. He's literally just in to stop him from scoring against us. £2 million we paid for him. Not as great a goal scoring record in this one, but he was really lethal in my Motherwell saves. So I thought, right, we'll bring him in. Usually does score against me, so that'll stop that happening. And it gives us that extra option in the SPL just to kind of rest like Isaiah Brown and Craig Whiting. As far as the outs, quite a lot of loans. Only players out for money were Andrea Pereira for 750k. Struggled to get rid of him, but that's put him off to Livorno. Wasn't really going to fit into the team anymore. Samuel Lewis McLeod, 1.5 million to Aberdeen of all teams, but again, shame to let somebody that's come through the system go, but with the quality we were bringing in, I felt it was time to punt Lewis on and make a bit of money. Christic went for 925k to Cardiff, again not getting games and was on a decent wage, so he's away. And the big massive one, Benedict Gimber, we got a £12.25 million bid from Man City. I actually believe that was his minimum release clause. I don't think I had an option, but the fact that we made in the space of one season £12.25 million, that is even better business than Rangers had with Boomsong in the 1 year they had him, so absolutely delighted with that. And then the likes of Joe Serrano, Lee Wallace out on freebies, and I've really put out Robin McCrory to develop to the next level, get more first team football, because when Kevin Trapp does go, he is going to be hopefully the number one keeper. Just get Kevin Trapp up here. No, I'm absolutely delighted. He may go this year, and we may have to bring a keeper in. He's getting looked at by Milan and Shakhtar, but 30 years of age, contracted for 4 seasons on 20k, 7.75 million. It's just been absolutely superb since he was brought in the Bosman. But enough of the chat on Kevin Trapp. It is time to start off on the new season. I better make sure my tactic is fine. I think we will stick with the back three. In fact, since we're with home, we'll stick with the back three just doing the safe side of things and just keep it to what we know. I say over the course of the season, depending how we play, it may change, but we'll see what happens. As far as outs, we could also see maybe like Papadopoulos. Godinho will probably go. Again, it depends who's interested in Fuentes if we lose him. I say either him or Robertson could go. There was plenty of interest over the summer, and we could even lose Tyus Browning. So the team to play against the old Dundee United. Get to the squad and we get them in here with Kevin Trapp in goal. I think the back three for this season, I think we'll start off with Okore, Diallo and Wilson. On the right wing back position, I think we'll go with Oslak and Fuentes on the left hand side. In the middle of the park, the two central midfielders will go with Ander Herrera, and I think we'll go with, I think we can get ball winner in there, so we'll go with Sven Bender. In the 10, we'll have Lucas Anderson, and up front we'll go with Isaiah Brown and Craig Whiting, which will give us Gomes, Tyus Browning, Ryan Jack. How's this for a subs bench? Fouden, Moy Gomez, João Moral, and Argel Mario and Jason Cummings, so Yachenko doesn't even make the bench for the first game of the season, which when you look how good he is, 7 million, is quite crazy. So we'll just have a wee quick look and make sure everyone's in their right positions. I'm still getting used to this skin, I wonder why I'm freaking out every time I come over here. Wilson on the left hand side, we'll put that right, Diallo middle, Okore, Oslak Fuentes, Herrera deep line, AP switches to around, and there we go. So here we go guys, first game of the season, a trip to Tannadice. Celtic host St Mirren in their first game. But a great pre-season, and let's hope the boys can carry this form in. We've got 2 squad numbers to do. Okore can get number 36, Cummings can get number 8. Those are the only numbers available. Wouldn't like to give a centre back the number 8 number even. So see if in Malpass in charge, we're 6-4 favourites, they are 13-8, so it could be quite tight. So they've got a decent team there, they've got Henley, Laird, Machado, Morris, Thompson, they still have Charlie Telfer, Liam Polworth, Lewis Millen, Ryan Dow, Jeff Tate and Islan Ferruz, Burke, Kelty, Skamornik, Zul Lewis, Alex Cootie, Allardyce and Sellers on the bench. I'll happily go with what Michael Lindemann says. We'll say to the boys, get there and give the fans their money's worth, just as Saya Brown reacts, but when you tell every player they can make a difference, that's when you somehow get some of them to react to it. But I say we're hoping here to try and go as long unbeaten as possible. That's why there's depth and quality now. You know, we want to just have like the ultimate team. But you know, it means nothing if we can't capitalise and invest in players and have a good run in the Champions League. That's the aim. The league, we know we're the best team in Scotland by a mile. We know we can easily win the league. That's fine. It's just about getting to that next stage in Champions League. Sorry, getting the coefficient up. Getting more qualification places for Scotland, helping the league grow and helping the club grow. You know, getting to the spot where we can be contending for, you know, for like places in the Champions League final. You know, that we can become one of the biggest clubs in the world. That's the aim. It's not going to be easy, of course, but that's why the big squad's here, to give us more options and we can just basically how we can completely change it and change our system. A bit lucky there with the penalty, but the main man, Isaiah Brown, is going to kick off his season with a penalty. He steps up and he sends the keeper the wrong way. He went right down the middle. Great penalty there from Isaiah Brown. That's just full of confidence. Great start to the season. 60% possession nearly. 6 shots on goal, and it's literally just domination so far for Rangers. And Dundee United will be wishing they had an easier start to the season. But that's really good that we're restricting them to no shots. Having all the players rather kind of killed off with a second goal. We might get our wish here. Let's see, Fuentes out to Herrera, under Herrera, and Craig Whiten, the former Dundee guy, has done it. The strike force of Brown and Whiten continues to do what it does, which is just wreak havoc in this league. But you play the ball with Fuentes, he was naturally right-footed. Herrera could have shot, but just feeds the pass through, and Whiten's been played onside there, and he makes it 2-0. And a great start for Rangers. And coming in at 3-0 at half time, Oslak to Bender. Back to Oslak. Oh, Bender's lost it, but well recovered from Ander Herrera. Good ball from Oslak. Isaiah Brown. The leaping header. It's so easy for Rangers. This is just a perfect start to the season. I don't think we could have asked for anything better. The fact that we've had 15 shots to their none. 3-0. And Isaiah Brown's off to a great start. It means if we can get off to a great start in the league, take that into the Champions League and hopefully continue on there. So we're very happy. We'll take off Herrera and we'll bring on Moy Gomez. We'll try him as a deep line playmaker. It's all about trying different people in different places. You know, they might not be 100% familiar and comfortable with it, but I think we're in a league where, you know, it allows us to experiment a bit more as Kilty tries to lob Kevin Trapp, who just accepts he made a hash of that goal kick, and that's Dundee United's first shot and goal. As Kilty tries his poor version of a Charlie Adam. But so far so good. I honestly can't complain. This has been perfect. We might have a chance here. Oh. Fuentes is unlucky, but I just think that wee bit of experience at the back might help Diallo as he tries to progress to the next level. Oh, good turn from Whiten, and there you go. It's number 4. You get a question the goalkeeping, but great goal from Craig Whiten. just completely turns his man and smashes it into the back of the net. It's Bender in, Whiten with a touch, look at that, completely sells the defender, and just too much power for the struggling goalkeeper. Means it's now Dundee United 0, Rangers 4. And I think we're going to take off Lucas Anderson, and it's going to be Fal Tavanen again, not naturally number 10. You know, this is where we're experimenting, this is where we would like to preferably play him. And we'll give him his opportunity to see what he can do, and here he is. He's unlucky, tackle from Coot, but here's Whiten, Mike Gomez to Tavanen. Oslak's a good ball. Bender again to Oslak. Good ball again. They managed to deal with it. Again, it's just completely dominating in front of them. To Isaiah Brown. Oh, unlucky. Good ball there from Tauben. The question is, which striker is going to be sacrificed? Not for a hat-trick. It's going to be Brown. And we'll just put Jason Cummings on for his Rangers debut for pretty much the last 15 minutes. See if he can maybe use his pace to get in behind and get a goal. I feel that if he can develop with us, he can become an even better player than he has. Because I mean, when he was at signed for Hibs, and my mother will say, and he just turned outstanding. Oh, unlucky there from Tauben, and Sven Bender of all people smashes in the rebound. He gets the debut goal, and Dundee United must be wondering what the hell is going on here. But after 86 minutes, it's Dundee United 0, Rangers 5. And we've had 25 shots to their 1. I think this will just be a case of the game finishing. I don't think we'll maybe muster another chance, or will we? Fuentes runs out of play. So it finishes here, Dundee United 0, Rangers 5. An absolutely phenomenal performance. Craig Whiten picks up the match award with a 9.4 rating. Very happy. What can you say? 2 goals for both your strikers. Sven Bender scoring. It's a perfect opening day and puts us top of the table. So it'll be interesting to see how Celtic do. We'll just skip to that and we'll see how they do it. And they won 3-0. So hopefully they'll maybe be a bit more competitive this season, with David Moyes in charge still. Well, and you know they're going to still keep in Rescue. He'll score goals for fun, but again he's aging, so he might leave soon. And you know it'll be interesting to see how they follow up with that. That's your table. It's the opening day. Great result, great performance, and hopefully one we can really kick on with. So that leaves us in a position where I think the next episode is number 50, if I recall. And what a better way to make it than an Old Firm derby, and well, obviously revealing what our next Champions League group is going to be. So it's going to be a hell of an episode. So anyway guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments section. Do you think this will be our year? Do you think this is the year we can finally do something in the Champions League? I hope the hell it is, guys, and hopefully you'll continue to follow me on this adventure. But until next time guys, this is 21 Maxwell, and I'll speak to you all real soon. Bye bye.